What's going on, y'all? This is JT back with another video for you all. First off, as you can see, I don't have a webcam in this one. My webcam was giving me some issues. Gonna get that fixed within the next 1 to 2 days. But I still wanted to record this video today, and I wanted to post it today because it's gonna be about a trade that I took today, a trade that I found today using the new AI tool from CapitalFlow. I know some of you guys have been asking for some more examples on how that works. So today I got one for you. And this particular trade, it was what I call an opening bell scalp. If you've been watching some of my videos, you know that that's something that I talk about often. I made videos on the opening bell scalp strategy, using options flow to find those opening bell scalps. And in case you haven't watched any of those or you're not familiar, an opening bell scalp is pretty much just a trade that you're able to identify within the first few minutes of the trading day. You identify it early, you enter early, and you stay in for a few minutes, kind of at the most, and then you're able to pretty much get your profit in, be done for the day. So that's pretty much my favorite trading style. It allows you to be in and out of the market, allows you to avoid sitting in front of the screen, for 6, 7 hours a day. So that's why it's one of my favorite strategies and something that I continue to make videos about. Now, in some of my previous videos, I talk about using options flow to find opening bell scalp opportunities. And basically, the way that it goes is you check the flow at the end of the day. So, right when the market is closing between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m., right? And you identify some big trades that were made there. And or you can check the flow right at the beginning of the market, right? So right when the market opens, right at 9:30, you can check some of the big moves that are being made right at the opening bell. And then you can kind of combine those two, right? Now I know some people prefer to just go with what the flow looks like at the end of the day. Some people like to go with what the flow looks like at the beginning of the day. Some people like to combine them. There's really no wrong way to do it. I mean, all three can work great for you. But I want to talk about this one specifically because if you aren't familiar, we just launched our new AI tool from CapitalFlow. So we call it our hourly market movers because every hour of the day, it's scanning the flow, right? It's all of the data, all of the flow, all of the information that you all have been seeing on the CapitalFlow dashboard. It gets sent to an AI. The AI sends a summary. And every hour, you're going to get a summary based off of what contracts are being bought heavy, what are some potential trade opportunities based off of that, what does that possibly mean for the market, right? So we're going to go ahead and dive into that, right? So first off, we're going to come here to CapitalFlow, capitalflow.app, and log in here. So this is something that launched recently. My last video was about it. I made a video last week. If you guys haven't watched that, the link will be in the description. So if you have watched that, then as promised, the reports, the AI reports are now available directly from the Capital Flow dashboard when you log in. All you got to do is come up here to the top left corner and click on this reports button. And this is going to show you all of the hourly reports that are coming in from the AI, right? So as you can see, they come in every hour, right? You got 4:30, 3:30, 2:30, 1:30, etc., right? So you get a headline and then a little bit of a preview of what it's going to be talking about. So as I talked about, this was an opening bell scalp. So this is the first one that came in today at 9:30, and this is what I want to talk about. So the headline, hourly options and analysis, SPXW, NVIDIA, and Apple in focus. And you get a little bit of a description, right? So you got hourly options analysis reveals significant movements in SPXW, NVIDIA, and Apple contracts, highlighting potential opportunities and risk. You can click on that and then it's going to give you the full breakdown, right? So first off at the top, this is really what people are coming for, right? This is kind of the overall summary. It's going to tell you what contracts are being bought, what's moving, some potential trading strategies, right? So first off, you have SPXW options are showing mixed signals, calls and puts experiencing noticeable changes, right? So that's the SPXW summarized. You got NVIDIA, the 120 call expiring 321, which is tomorrow at the time of this video, increased significantly, indicating bullish sentiment. You got Apple puts increased significantly, indicating bearish sentiment, and some trade suggestions. Consider calls for NVIDIA and AU. Consider puts for Apple and SPXW. Also manage risk by using stop loss orders and staying informed about market news. So like I said, this is pretty much what people are coming for, right? Now, if you want the more detailed breakdown of all of this information, this is all available here, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Um, But what really caught my attention out of this was when I saw Nvidia calls were increasing, and this was indicating bullish sentiment because today, 320, Nvidia has their event. They have their GTC event. So they have a news catalyst. So the fact that they have an event today, and I see that there's strong bullish sentiment based on the flow, that's what immediately got me interested in Nvidia. That's a trade that I did end up taking, and I'm going to break that down for you guys. But we'll talk about some of this additional information, right? So it lets you know that the data has come in. The point is to identify trading opportunities and risk based on these movements, right? So this just kind of gives you a little bit more detailed information about what we saw earlier, right? There's calls and puts kind of coming in for SPXW, but it looks like it was leaning towards the bearish side. Nvidia showed that there was strong bullish sentiment, right? And again, they have that event today. I saw that Nvidia 120 calls specifically were being bought up by big money traders. Well, I shouldn't say I saw it. I should say the AI saw it, and I saw that the AI told me, right? Um, so that's why I was interested in Nvidia, right? Again, it also talked about Apple puts, FXI is something that it caught, right? And AU as well. And pretty much all of these played out, but the only one that I was really interested in was that Nvidia. And then again, it kind of gives you some trading strategy considerations, right? So calls for Nvidia and AU, and then it gives you puts for Apple and SPXW, right? And even has credit spreads. Again, shout out to those of y'all that trade those credit spreads. I know some of you guys enjoy that. I was going to give you some risk management suggestions too. Of course, we always want to make sure that we're managing risk, right? And then this is really cool because it kind of shows you all of the most significant contracts within the last hour of trading, right? And then you can click on it and it's going to let you know a little bit more information about that. And again, we're talking about this NVIDIA 120 call, right? Expiring this week. Strong bullish sentiment based on the amount of money going into these NVIDIA calls, right? So this is what I was looking at. And this is the trade that I did end up entering. We did end up entering the exact same NVIDIA trade, right? It was NVIDIA 120 calls, right? So this is the NVIDIA chart. And let's go ahead and throw some levels on here, right? Because we kind of have a little bit of support here, right? A couple bounces there. You got resistance from the previous day. This is yesterday, which you can see kind of turned into support today. So we saw resistance turn into support right there around 118. And we can also mark this high right around 120, right? You got a couple touches there. So we'll throw a couple levels on here on this NVIDIA chart. And this is this morning as soon as the market opened. So you can see that that bullish sentiment started playing out as soon as the market opened. As soon as 9:30 hit, right? You got a massive green candle. Now, of course, if you're trying to read the entire report, you might not have been able to catch this play right at 9:30, which is why that kind of summary is right there at the top, that information that you're really looking for, right? So you could have seen that. You had an opportunity to kind of get in there quickly, right? But even if you didn't get in right at the 9:30 candle, right, which I didn't, I got in a little bit later. I didn't actually get in until kind of this pullback and retest of yesterday's high, right? So it was still an opening bell scalp, still a few minutes after the open. Was still able to play it up to that 120, which was my target based on this level yesterday, plus 120. Being a psychological level for Nvidia. So that was a good trade, right? Now, again, didn't get in right at the bottom, didn't catch the entire move. That would have been a true opening bell scalp if you were able to catch the entire move. So ideally, if you enjoy opening bell scalping, which I know a lot of you guys do, based off of the responses that I've got from making content about that before, then I think that using the hourly market movers, checking those opening reports, those 9:30 reports is going to be huge for you guys. Because like I said, the AI is just looking at the same data that we've been sending you guys. But of course, the AI is just going to look at everything versus a human that might only be looking at a few different things. There might be things you don't see, opportunities you don't consider. So the AI is really powerful. And like I said, I wanted to give another example of how powerful it is. And I wanted to show you guys how you could use it with my personal favorite strategy, that opening bell trading. So this is a pretty quick video. We're going to go ahead and start to wrap up here. We're going to keep it short, simple, and to the point because I want you guys to just kind of have that example. And I'm going to continue to give you guys more examples as time goes on. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But yeah, again, the AI is super powerful. I'm loving it so far. got nothing but positive feedback so far, so I'm glad that you guys are all enjoying it too. If you don't have your Capital Flow account yet, the link is going to be in the description so you can create your account. You can start checking out that hourly market movers. Again, it is available directly from the dashboard now. Gotta go back. It is available directly from the dashboard. So when you log into Capital Flow, you'll be on the home page. All you got to do is come up here and click this reports button in the top corner, and you can check on that. And again, I'm going to make some more examples of this. We're going to talk about some intraday trading. We're going to talk about some swing trading. We're going to talk about some overnight trades. There's a lot of different stuff you can do with this, and we're going to continue to expand on this. Soon we'll have the hourly market movers, we'll have the daily market movers, the weekly market movers. But all that aside for now, just make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because I'm going to be continuing to post this. Make sure you guys create your Capital Flow account through the link in the description so you can start using this and making money with this tool for yourself. And if you guys have any more feedback, questions, comments, concerns, just let me know in the comment section of this video, and I really appreciate the feedback. All right, y'all. Thanks again for